The year was 1813. America was still a young nation, fragile, wounded, and fighting to survive. The war with Great Britain had returned, and hope was fading fast. But in one quiet house in Baltimore, a woman was about to create something that would keep hope alive forever. Her name was Mary Pickersgill.
Mary was a widow. She lived with her daughter Caroline, her mother, and a few helpers. One evening, a U.S. Army officer knocked on her door. He needed a massive flag, 30 by 42 feet, to fly over Fort McHenry. The message was clear. If the British attack, we want them to see our flag and know this fort will never fall. Mary agreed.
Night after night, Mary and her team worked by candlelight. They cut wool, stitched stars, and sewed stripes until their fingers bled. The room smelled of cloth and smoke, but no one stopped. That flag wasn't just fabric. It was a symbol of freedom, of defiance, of America's soul.
By the summer of 1814, the British fleet appeared on the horizon. Hundreds of ships, the largest naval force since the Revolution. Inside the fort, soldiers prepared for battle, and above them, flying proudly, was Mary's flag, glowing under the gray sky.
The attack began on September 13th, 1814. Bombs exploded, cannons thundered, the sky was filled with fire. For 25 straight hours, the British bombarded Fort McHenry. Men prayed, some cried, many didn't make it. But through the smoke and chaos, the flag still waved.
A young lawyer named Francis Scott Key watched the battle from a British ship. He was there to negotiate a prisoner's release. But as the night raged on, he saw something unforgettable. Every time lightning lit up the sky, he could see that flag still standing. He whispered to himself, "The flag is still there." When the sun finally rose, the bombardment stopped. British ships turned away. The fort had survived, and Mary Pickersgill's flag, torn and smoke-stained, still flew proudly above the fort. That moment inspired Francis Scott Key to write a poem, The Star-Spangled Banner. It became the national anthem of the United States.
Today, that same flag, Mary's flag, is preserved in the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. Millions visit it every year, but few remember the woman who made it. Mary Pickersgill never went to war, never held a gun, but with her hands, she stitched together the heart of a nation.
Sometimes heroes don't fight on the battlefield. Sometimes they create something that makes everyone else brave enough to fight. Mary's story reminds us that even in darkness, a single act of courage can light the way for a whole country.